Hi, this is Rainbow Harmony, here to help you find balance and peace to live a more colorful life. And this is a pick a card reading with my angel deck. I'm trying hard to talk over all of the geese and pigeons and peacocks that are currently surrounding me, but it's really good vibes. Check out the reading I did recently about confidence to see the peacocks, and it's actually pretty funny because one of them like came up to me in the middle of the reading and like scared the crap out of me, so it was kind of funny. But we're gonna get started. So this is a pick a card reading with my angel deck. I've been getting a lot of suggestions lately on using this deck. So many of you guys are feeling connected to it, and I love it because it's just a simple word written on the cards. And so for any of you guys who are writers or like word people, this really helps, and we get more specific answers from this deck usually. So hold in mind whatever question you have, or just leave it open and we'll see if this answers. Number 1, number 2, or number 3. Let's get started. So if you choose number 1, I'm shuffling right now. Wow, a lot of cards came out. So the first card that's coming out, it actually came together with this one, and it says imagination and now. So imagination and now. It's pretty straightforward. It's time to use your imagination. It's time for you to be open to what the divine has to flow through you. The best way you can use your imagination is to get out into nature. For me, getting out in nature instantly helps brighten my mood. I was feeling kind of crappy this morning and just not really feeling it. And I knew I had to come out here and do some more readings for you guys. And as soon as I got out here, I got inspiration. I knew exactly what I wanted to talk about. And I'm already getting so many ideas for some creative projects that I'm going to be doing here while I'm in the city. So I'm pretty stoked for that. So go out into nature and allow your imagination to just overcome you and allow yourself to be inspired. And when you're inspired, don't shoot down those ideas. Don't shoot them down. Don't tell yourself, oh, it doesn't matter, or I can't do it, or it's not good enough, or I don't have the time, I don't have the money, I don't have the right connections, I don't have this or that. Just make it happen, you guys. Use whatever you got around you. You know, I talk a lot about how when I first became a fashion stylist, I would go to the thrift store and buy clothes and style the models in those clothes, and no one would ever know. If you go on my Instagram account where all my fashion work is, it's @_promise_harmony. If you go on that and you scroll all the way back to the beginning, probably the first 30 or 40 pictures were done just with thrift store clothes, but you would never know it because I found a way to just kind of work with that and use my imagination to create these beautiful runway looks and recreations. And you can do that in your own life, you know, no matter what it is you're trying to work on right now, creatively or project-wise. Use your imagination and be open to making something right now. Even if it's not perfect, we've got to let go of perfectionism, you guys. I'm seeing peace. Many of us are so worried about our future right now because the future is so uncertain and things have really slowed down with this energy shift we're in right now. If you want to know more about the energy shift, watch my recent pick a card readings. I've been talking about it a lot, but because of the way the planets are and the energy is right now, it's making many of us feel more uncertain than usual, and there's a lot of big changes coming and very fast. And so it's making us very nervous, but they're telling us to have peace. And the best thing we can do right now is just rejuvenate ourselves. I'm planning on drawing myself a bath when I get back home so I can relax, and then doing more of your video readings. A lot of you guys have purchased video readings recently, and so I'm working on those. But it's important to stop and give yourself that 10 minutes, 20 minutes, an hour to just rejuvenate and refresh. Come out in nature, you guys. That's one of the biggest messages I give you guys on this channel, is just to come out here and allow yourself to feel alive. Freedom. Some of us are feeling trapped in the system, trapped in our jobs, trapped in our relationships, trapped in our lifestyle, trapped in our habits, trapped in our routine. And so I'm seeing that visualization, once again, imagination, visualization is going to be helping us through this transition. It's about whenever your mind goes to that negative place to tell you that you're trapped and you're stuck and you're lost and it's over and you're never going to get better and you're never going to get out of this. It's about, you know, allowing yourself to have those thoughts and like contemplate that for a second, but then shift yourself to a higher perspective of maybe everything I'm going through right now is actually bringing me what I've asked for. Maybe I'm going through this for a reason. Maybe where I'm at right now is teaching me important lessons that I'm going to need further along my journey. I worked this job for 13 years. I've talked about this before. This job, after a while, started to seem really mundane, and it seemed to have nothing to do with my life, because I knew I was creative, I knew I was a healer, I knew I had gifts, I knew that there was like a bigger vision I had for my life. And at the time, I was mad at the job, and I was angry, and I felt trapped, and I didn't feel my freedom at all. The same routine for 13 years, pretty much most of my life. But what helped me free myself from that trap was truly visualization, was just imagining what my life would be like if I got out of there and if I tried something new. What would I try? Where would I go? What would I do? You know, so start asking yourself those questions. If you're not happy where you're at, if you're not free, what would freedom look like to you? What would it taste like? What would it sound like? What would it feel like? For me, it definitely tastes like chantilly. It's my favorite French pastry. And it sounds like this goose right here. That's what freedom sounds like to me. Just being free and wild. And they're begging John for food. You guys hear that? That's the sweet sound of freedom. I'm just kidding. So, pretty simple, but actually visualization is a very important tool. Scroll down and watch my video on how to make a vision board. This is going to be a powerful tool for you in order to start creating this mood board, this vision of what it is that you want in your future. And it has to do with like, what is your truth? And this is like a very like kind of meta concept, and I'm still figuring it out. I feel like that's why we're all here, is like to kind of figure out our truth. Wow, you guys look, it's a white peacock. Did you guys see that? Wow, it's so beautiful. A white peacock, and it's coming over to me. Hi, sweetheart, I love you. Okay, anyways, we'll see if it comes over. That'd be freaking awesome. But it's about truth, you know, and white is beautiful. It's like, it actually symbolizes truth. It's a color of purity and innocence and like just getting to the heart of the matter. And so for me, finding my truth was actually about realizing like I was a survivor of abuse. That was something that like took me to this deep truth. It doesn't define me, but it helped me to put a lot of my life in context and realize like my passions towards helping and healing people. So it took me a while to get to that realization though. I've been searching for my truth my whole life, but it wasn't until a couple of years ago where I discovered that truth that I was able to realize that. Wow. Shit's going down. We got little hissing geese. We got a white peacock. Everyone's expressing their truth today over here. Hope you guys are enjoying it. So yes, truth is a very meta concept, and it means different things to different people. And it can be like a couple different things you realize. Like that, realizing I'm a survivor of abuse is not like my ultimate and final truth, but it is kind of something that led me to that path of like wondering, like questioning. And so I feel like what does lead you to your truth is questioning the things that you believe, asking yourself, is what I believe really like what I believe, or is it just things that I've adopted from like societal conditioning, schooling, you know, the government, the things I watch on TV, the things people have told me, the things my parents have told me, things my friends have told me. You know, you've really got to ask yourself like, what is your truth? And it starts with that question of like asking yourself, what do I really believe? What really is true for me? So part of realizing your truth is embracing your weirdness. Sorry if you can't read this, my handwriting's awful, but I made this card and it says embrace weirdness. And I wanted to make this because embracing weirdness was really what helped me on my path. I had to embrace that I was weird. Like, I'm different than a lot of people in so many ways. Like, I have these psychic abilities, I love spirituality, I see the world in a completely different way than most people do. I'm very sensitive. I can see energy, I can feel energy, I can feel people's emotions. You know, I'm clairvoyant, I'm clairaudient, I'm claircognizant, I'm clairsentient. So it's like, for me, I've had to realize, like, I'm kind of weird, you know? I have these certain passions and these certain desires and these certain talents that maybe other people don't. And I've met people along my path that have the same kind of weirdness as me, and these are the people that I usually make friends with. So embracing your weirdness actually helps you, like, to realize the truth of who you are and helps you discover your truth, and then it also helps you make friends so you don't feel so alone. Abundance. You know, embracing your weirdness is actually the way that you're going to make money. The more I embraced my weirdness, that I liked fashion, that I liked, you know, helping people and healing and tarot and speaking and just being myself, the more abundance starts coming into my life. And abundance isn't always just money, although it usually is money, but it can be an abundance of time, and it can be an abundance of help, an abundance of friends, an abundance of goodness, an abundance of beautiful moments. And so I do see more abundance coming into your life as you embrace your weirdness, and you don't need anyone else's approval. I read this quote recently that said, I don't need anyone's approval. Synchronicity reveals that the universe approves. And it's true. Like, the more you walk on your path of weirdness and the more that you embrace your truth, the more abundance comes to you and the more synchronicity happens along your path. Signs that you're in the right place at the right time. Meeting perfect people to help you forward with your mission and your purpose and your plans and your artistic endeavors. Manifesting things that you want and that are fun to you. You start entering into this synchronicity when you start embracing your weirdness. So overall, the angels are here for you. I hope this message helps you with whatever you're going through right now. I'm sending you so much love and light. Peace out. So if you choose number 2, oh my God, it's going down over here, you guys, with all these peacocks. Oh, you see this peacock's trying to get at this other peacock over here? She's like, I don't see you. Man, that's some twin flame stuff right over there. Runner and chaser. So let's go ahead and pull number 2 for you guys. So number 2. Interesting. Maybe this does have to do with love for some of you guys, although not necessarily. Interesting that we're seeing those peacocks over there. They weren't doing that before. They were just kind of chilling. So I do see some adversity. And this does have to do with making some kind of connection. For some of you guys, it's your job, trying to make a connection with, like, a better work environment and people that you can really collaborate with and feel more comfortable with, a higher paying job, a better situation. Maybe it's closer so transportation's not an issue, etc. For a lot of you guys though, it's love. And so there's been this adversity, there's been this separation, and I feel like there are some issues with intimacy here, like connecting with people, feeling good enough. For those of you guys who are really coming at this from more of like a job perspective, it's that whole fear of having to put yourself out again and having to fill out an application, an interview, and like feeling like you have to prove yourself to other people. Same thing for those of you guys who are in this for a love situation, feeling like you need to prove yourself to someone, feeling like you have to be good enough for something in order to make a connection. And you have to realize that you're going through a transformation right now, and this transformation is helping you to find your self-worth and your self-approval, so that no matter what happens, no matter if someone abandons you or rejects you, you can still feel confident within yourself. And so what I'm seeing is that no matter who this person is, no matter what this job is, there is going to be someone or something out there for you. But there might be a couple people or a couple places that could reject you first. And this is going to teach you how to handle that and how to cope with that and how to not let that take you down anymore. It's natural to feel sad. It's natural to feel kind of bitter, you know, if you don't get that job you want or if that person doesn't approve of you. So I'm not telling you to like abandon yourself and your emotions when this does happen, but it's getting to a certain point of like being able to get back out there and try again. I'm talking to so many people and Skyping and doing video messages with people that are just so burnt out from trying in relationships and not getting anywhere, and people that are trying to get a new job and just keep getting rejected. And there's something that can actually help you in both of these situations, and that's branding. So branding, this is about letting all the beautiful truth of who you are to be known. Okay, so if you're trying to go out there in the dating world, a lot of people these days are using online dating, and some not. But a great tip is to make a social media account, make an Instagram. If you're totally against the internet and like that kind of stuff, I completely understand. So we'll talk about other ways you can brand yourself without that, but like, you know, post pictures where you're happy, post pictures of like beautiful moments in your life, in the park, and maybe silly moments from your life, maybe not so beautiful moments of your life too. Like, tell the truth, like paint a picture, paint the story of who you are, and smile and allow yourself to be seen by people. Don't hide anymore. This is how you brand yourself. You can also brand yourself by the way you dress and the way you present yourself. Allowing yourself to really appreciate the goddess or the god that you are by, you know, doing your hair a certain way, or even sometimes something simple, just like putting on a pair of earrings can really help you to feel gorgeous and to feel confident. Maybe it's a certain color you like to wear. I really like to wear blue because it makes me feel calm and it makes me feel beautiful. Maybe it's about like a certain hairstyle that you do. You guys know this is like my favorite hairstyle because it keeps my hair off my face, but also makes me feel like sassy or something, I don't know. So brand yourself, you know, find a way to have like a signature look or a signature color, or something that makes you feel unique and special. And also brand yourself from the inside out. Brand yourself with love and with kindness and with humility and with graciousness. And these are the most beautiful things you can do to transform yourself, to move through these problems with adversity and intimacy. You have to have intimacy with yourself first before you can feel confident enough to go out there and be approved by these jobs or by these people. And remember, it's not about their approval. Sometimes when you're rejected by someone or by a job, it's simply the universe saving you from something that's just really not meant for you. So I hope that this resonates with you. I'm sending you so much love and light. Peace out. So for those of you guys who choose number 3, it's just gorgeousness going on over here. I'm still hanging out with the peacocks. Ooh, it's gonna turn around. Turn around. She's not acting like she can't see. It's fine. Anyways, hi. Number 3. Let's get started. So I'm gonna draw these cards for you guys about your situation. All right, so there's a lot going down right now for you guys who chose number 3. The first card I'm getting is Reassurance, which is a really beautiful card, but then it kind of makes me wonder, like, what are you guys going through that you need to get reassured? And then we're getting that next to the Courage card. So it's like shit's going down, and you're very uncertain of your situation right now. More than just uncertain, like you're scared. And this reminds me of me on the train yesterday. I got on the train, and it was the first time I've been on a train in like a really long time. And there was like no air conditioning. It was like hot, and it was like kind of intense. And I like just looked at my partner and I was just like, I'm scared. And I think it's just because like I was fearing the worst. I was like, hey, what if I, you know, barf? What if I pass out? What if I get sick? What if I don't get off at the right stop? What if, you know, there's all these like what ifs that go through your head. And I feel like that's kind of what's going on with you in your life. Like you're headed somewhere, like you've gone on this path, but now you're just really afraid, you know? And they're saying you need courage. You need to know that you are going to reach your destination and you'll get there feeling fine. And I also see that there's this grace that's coming to you. Maybe you've been kind of squeezed. Maybe you've been going through this transition. Maybe it's been rough, but I do feel like the universe is supporting you. And it's always watching over you. I want you guys to know that. It's always watching. Sometimes when I just like give up on the universe / myself, and I just feel lost and alone on my path, I get these beautiful signs, like running into a flock of peacocks at the park, or getting a feather in my path, or a beautiful song that just relates to my situation comes on the radio, or I get a call from a friend when I'm like feeling down or something. So just realize that there's angels all around you, there's beauty all around you, like this beautiful dude right here. Look at this little dude, this goose. And you never have to be alone, and if you feel alone, come out into nature and feel the love and of the air and of the sunshine and of the breeze and of the animals and of the birds, and realize that all we're simply asked to do is just be in the moment. During rough times like this, all I could do was just sit on that train and wait. So I feel like that's where you're at. I do feel like you have a responsibility to be honest with someone. There might be someone you need to be honest with in your life, and you feel sick to your stomach, because I'm feeling this energy in my solar plexus, like you're feeling sick because you have to tell someone the truth, and it's rough. This might be like telling your boss, like, this isn't working for me, I need to look for another position in the company. Or maybe it's telling your lover, like, I don't know about this relationship. Maybe it's telling your landlord, I'm sorry, but I need an extra week on the rent. Or maybe it's just something like that, just something kind of awkward or tough. And they're telling you do have this responsibility to be honest right now. And it's not like an external situation like that. Maybe it's just about being honest with yourself about what you really want and what's really working for you. And also bringing yourself to balance. Maybe being honest that, like, hey, it's been a while since I hit the gym. Or, you know what, I've been really going crazy with the junk food. Maybe I should be honest with myself and balance myself. Add some more greens and fresh water into your diet, or add a couple extra steps to your day, take the stairs or something like that. So this is about balance on the inside and on the outside. So you do have an extraordinary gift, you do have extraordinary talents, and you do have this possibility to be able to break through this situation. But what I'm seeing is that first you have to balance yourself before you can move forward. First you have to find that balance within. And one of the best ways you can do this is through meditation. Meditation has really helped me. And I want you guys to know, like, there really is no right or wrong way to meditate. You simply just lay down and take deep breaths and try to be in the present. You can even go on a meditation walk. Check this out, you guys. You see this beautiful white peacock? Isn't it gorgeous? So come outside and meditate and just be in the present and hang out with all the birds and all the animals. Take some deep breaths and lay down and just feel what it's like to be in your body, especially at nighttime when all those thoughts are just like rushing through your head. It's time for you to really open up to the messages that want to come through to you. I'm sending you so much love and light. Peace out.